Columbia, Missouri. Game 2 of this 3-game series as the Alabama Crimson Tide look to take their first 3 SEC series of the season, and the Missouri Tigers look for their first conference victory of 2026. And it's jam-packed in tight there in the sunshine today as Vandegrift goes the other way down the line. It is back and gone. An opposite field homer to get things started. Vandegrift's 4th homer of the season, and Bama strikes him. Vandegrift going the other way. What an easy, repeatable stroke that is.
Vandegrift has such a pretty swing. You know, I think lefties in general
You're right up to those, though. There's something about those lefty swings that just look a little bit more appealing to the eye. Here's a swing and a miss and a strikeout at Brooke Wells. So a good bounce back from Harrison.
Well, you don't want to give up home runs, but if you're going to give up a home run, Missouri has done a great job of giving up solo shots.
Papillo deep to center, and this is off into the berm. 3 batters in, 2 solo shots for Alabama. Papillo knocks her 11th.
Try and get some swings and misses, but she's missing too far over the middle of the plate.
She needs more quick outs just like that. Slow roller over to Smith. You had just mentioned Mizzou at least giving up the home runs. They've come via entered yesterday at 1.33, and then they gave up 1 run on the second to last batter of the game. Overpowering from Harrison here as she gets her 2nd strikeout. But she gives up 2 homers. Her 2nd pitch of the game, Vandegrift goes the opposite way, right down the left field line, tucks it inside the pole. And then Papillo straight away, dead center, 2-0 Bama.
And she's really a great reliever, though. She is a great balance to Harrison and to McCann.
Comebacker to get things started. Moten retires Addie Waits. We'll have a lot of freshmen on freshman.
You don't normally see that much, you know, that calm demeanor in a freshman, and she's just been so steady for them.
Abrascato deep out towards right field, back and caught right at the top of the wall.
Stepped in as that vocal leader.
Something this team has needed. Check swing. And it did go around. It's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Moten. Picks up. She just really struggled to get that final out of any frame. Strike 3 called. Back-to-back Ks here for Sierra Harrison.
Sierra Harrison on this 1-2 count starts this screwball in the other batter's box and then is able to break that over the plate. That's a tough pitch. We saw her last year take down some #1 opponents in the circle, so she really just has to work on the consistency.
No shot for Up to Grove, and an infield single for the freshman Ambry Taylor. Her first base hit of the series. She's now 1 for 4 and back to. On the ground to third. Waits goes to 2nd for 1, and they get the lead runner. They'll come away with those W's. 0-2 to Johnson. Hit well to left. Heels on the track. Escahalan makes the grab. And the 0 for with runners on continues this weekend. Jam shot out to shallow center. Past the dive of Hawkins. Lead off base runner for just the 2nd time in the first 9 innings.
Her eye. She does such a good job of having self-awareness in the box.
Strikes out here. Second punch out for Vic Moten.
So I think that's a great thing about freshmen coming in, is sometimes they just don't know what they don't know, so they just have that blind confidence.
Tough play on a slow roller. Hawkins juggles it, and there's 2 on.
That's a tough play for Hawkins and Hubbard there. You got Hubbard at third base trying to as well when we got off the call.
Up to Grove, taps one towards third, only plays across the diamond. Hubbard gets the out there, and now 2 in scoring position.
And you give the opportunity to Kaylee Langer to come up big for the Tigers.
Langer drives one in the air out towards right. Lazy fly ball will end the inning. Mizzou gets a golden opportunity. They leave 2 in scoring position, though. For the leadoff spot, that was Vandegrift with a double. She pops this bunt up, though. Easiest play of the day. Addie Waits over there at third base.
Get that ball a little bit more outside.
On the ground, right back to Waits. He's got the first 2 outs of this third. Work ethic is second to none.
So impressive. That's throwing some weight around if you're squatting that much, and that just shows how strong she is and how dedicated.
A fly out here. And the first 3 up, 3 down inning for Harrison, who's starting to... And they've been darn close to doing that.
He mentioned they had a down year last year when they made a super regional. I think a lot of teams would take that as, you know, making it to a super regional for your down year.
8-0. True road contest. Is that off the knob or the hand? It is off the hand. And an HBP.
Coach said if you got hit on the elbow guard, you shouldn't be able to take first base. You just have to take the next pitch.
On the ground, underneath the dive of Taylor. Waits flying around second and gets to third in time with the headlong dive. That'll get the crowd really stirred up for the first time. Tapper, it's off the mid of Moulton. Everybody's going to move up, and the Tigers are on the board. And Hay takes strike 3.
Big strikeout for Moulton to come back after having a few miscues on defense. Gets this outside corner. Threw that pitch
the
back.
only change in the lineup was these 2 spots. Yesterday it was Smith, then Carr. Today Carr, then Smith. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Mizzou still looking for their first base hit with a runner. Smith lines one out towards the alley in right center. That's going to get down. It hops over the wall. A ground rule double will play to pair. And Missouri has the lead. There's one thing in the lineup, and immediately it's so important.
So important. You see Vic Morton, she got behind in the count. She was down 2-0, had to come back and just throw too good of a pitch. Missed right over the middle. If you're at third base, it's a lot easier to be able to tell.
Ball 4, they're loaded again, and Sokolowski's fired up.
That's a great pen.
Tapper out in front of the plate. Moulton, miscommunication, safe at home, and another run scores.
Alabama's challenging the ruling on the field. The play's under further review.
So we'll see a challenge.
Hey, just a lot of chaos out there.
So the question will be, the foot's down in time, but is the foot on the plate initially?
You can't tell from that angle. You might be able to tell from a different angle here.
Review, the ruling on the field has changed. The runner is out at home plate. Alabama retains their challenge. They have 2 remaining.
So what a moment that, remain in her mind if she makes it out. Makes it out here. Strike 3 called. 4th K, second looking for the senior right-hander.
Harrison does a great job against Roman. She's worked her outside for 4 pitches in a row. Comes back with an outside changeup in there in the box.
2 quick ones. Hawkins grounds out the second. Homer yesterday. A homer came in the 4th inning. And she smacks one out towards the alley in right center. Giles digging for second. And it's her second extra base hit of the series.
Pitches from Sierra Harrison. Does a great job here. Taking that outside pitch. Not trying to do too much with it and hitting that gap in right center field with that outside pitch.
She's come up 4 times with 2 outs in this series.
So that's a big time recruiting thing that you need to make sure.
Out in front, pulled the string, strike 3. Harrison works around a 2-out second time through the order. And we are halfway home with the Tigers in front. I'd love to be a hitter with that call. And that is ball 4. What a reaction for Giles behind the dish. She thought that was strike 3 looking. You never know. Behind again, though. 2 balls and no strikes. Swinging away, bloop liner. This will be a double play. Swinging away to 2.
Good at bat by Waits. Just hits it right at Hubbard there at third base. Easy double play for her.
Abrascato down the line and right and Another long ball for Abrascato. Her third in her last 6 games. And Missouri leads by 2. Pitch number 81 of the afternoon. Hit sharply on the ground, out to short. Smothered by Hawkins, and that will do it for the home fourth. 3-2 to the sophomore. On a line, smothered on the dive from Smith, but it kicks away from her. And an infield single for Monty Hubbard. A firecracker look. Solid bunt. Harrison goes to first. Sacrifice executed from Lauren Johnson. Got down a bunt, but popped out to Harrison her last time up. Basic could make it a 1-run game. Goes down swinging though. Abby Carr comes in and caves the sensational.
Out there in the circle. She has such a great demeanor. You see this changeup. She threw changeups on back-to-back pitches.
And a bear down and Strand, a runner in scoring position. Didn't get the swing though. And now there's 2 on. Tying run at first, go ahead run coming up.
Just to show that you're still taking hacks even when you're one of the top hitters on the team.
And Papillo goes down swinging. Big smile on the face of Abby Carr. Third. Struck out looking her last time. Cracks this in the air out towards deep right field and caught on the move by Roman.
Good spin and able to throw batters off in the box. That throwing them back-to-back in a game is really hard for hitters.
Abby Carr walks for a second time. Yes.
And not only that, we mentioned that Moten was the Alabama Player of the Year, Gatorade Player of the Year. But Palazzi also the Michigan 2 freshmen like that come in and pitching wise, that's just huge for your program.
Smith strikes out. Giles hangs on and there's 2 down. The first K for Palazzi. As that's served out towards right, battling the sunshine is Roman. She makes a couple of catches. Quick scoreless inning. 2/3 inning. She came in with runner on and 1 out in the 5th. Bloop job on 1 hop out to Smith. 1 pitch went out here in the 6th. She hits one high in the air. Out towards right center. And taking charge is Watkins.
Even if I'm going to get on the field, but what's my role on the team and how can I do a better job of making sure that I'm, helping the team win no matter what that role is.
Another productive
really
play
what he's talked about and how unselfish they are as a team, just top to bottom, and how they're able to just change their role whenever they need to.
Rolled over towards Smith, inning ends.
Base
no damage comes.
She's so fast, so getting her on right now would be huge.
Hits this one well out towards deep center field. Back to the wall. It's over the head of Vandegrift. Langer burning around second, headed for third. They're going to windmill her home. A late stop. The throw behind her and save the call. And she is.
It's almost as if Kaylee Langer heard me talking about her moments of brilliance. Does a great job driving this ball straight back to center field. Almost makes a huge mistake. Coach Anderson was giving her the stop sign all the way.
Into center field, diving play, popped out of the mitt. A run comes home. 5-2 Missouri as Lenny Ramsey picks up her 3rd RBI of the season.
Deep into the count, has a great line drive. That's a great pitch by Palazzi. Down in the zone. Vandegrift were super aggressive. They weren't patient, weren't very disciplined.
Blared out to left. Routine play there for Lauren Johnson.
Here either. A lot of swings, a lot of balls in play.
And that will be a walk. The first in a long time. She'd gone 10 games straight without one.
The Missouri fan base might not agree with that.
Weekly rolled on the ground. Over to short. Hawkins, the off-balance throw. 2 down now. Forster moves over.
Palazzi already at 50 pitches.
Hey, half swing ground ball out to short. And that will end the inning. Missouri adds another. We go to the final frame. Crimson Tide need at least 3 to keep playing. That's a fair ball down the line on an 0-2 pitch. Maddie Hubbard. She will skip into second with a huge leadoff double.
On a changeup and is just able to drive this ball. See, this changeup gets a little bit too high from Carr out there in the circle. She drives that ball right down the line.
Johnson skies one out to shallow center. A late break. Spinning the wheels out there was Langer, but able to regather and recompose herself to make the catch. To the plate. And that is exactly what we will get.
I'm gonna say, just Abby Carr's changeup is so good and she uses it so much that it makes her ball when she throws a rise ball, when she throws anything else, it makes it look so much harder.
Slows it down there, strike three called.
After giving up a double, giving up a walk.
And Patrick Murphy has just been tossed.
And he wasn't letting it go. You see this pitch. It's a low strike. It's a low strike.
Steal strikes and be strong with the hands back there. Cued off the end of the bat, up the middle. Smith flips it, not in time. Bases. Go ahead, run at the plate. Here comes the payoff from the freshman. On a line to short, ball game.